Hello, people. This is Bugsy here, and I'm here to talk about. I'm here with Matsukamaru and Ultarima to talk. We're here to talk to you today about Kevin Conroy not doing Arkham Origins. They say he didn't want to do this role, or he's not doing it for this game, or he retired. But I keep hearing that Rocksteady wanted to use a different Batman voice for this one. And I've heard everybody's complaints, concerns, and valid arguments. I can't believe I actually went into a fandom and they actually had valid arguments. But I guess it was only Mr. K Wings that actually raised valid points, and his wife. I looked at their video and I was like, they raised some good points. But I wanted to make a few points of my own. Now, they're gonna buy the game regardless, but to most of you fans that trip out about, oh, Kevin Conroy's not gonna be in it, relax. Seriously. I mean, you guys are acting like a bunch of Sonic fans, which we kind of are. And trust me, we were there when Jason Griffith replaced Brian Drummond. A lot of people didn't buy the games. Me and Bugsy were kind of in the boat where we kind of cared back then. But after a while, we kind of just said, like, why do we care, really? Because the games are going to be the same no matter who's voicing Sonic. As long as the person does him justice, I'm cool with it. And yeah, Jason Griffith's voice took a little while to get used to. But, I got used to it. I kind of like Roger Craig Smith now. He's pretty cool. It really does sound like a freaking 20-year-old grown-up Sonic. Well, in my eyes, he does. A lot of people have their different opinions. But, okay. But back to the Kevin Conroy thing. The only reason I brought the whole Sonic thing up, because it's very similar to what we're talking about now. Now, people, just because Kevin Conroy isn't in this doesn't mean that it doesn't mean you shouldn't buy this game, because you're just doing it because your favorite actor is in it. That's like me and the guys here not playing One Piece Pirate Warriors only because you're only going to hear the Japanese voice actors instead of the English voice actors. I didn't explain this more One Piece thing because it was unimportant. But the thing is, I played that game regardless of the voice actors, and the Japanese voice actors are pretty good. I mean, seriously, I can't understand a lick of Japanese, but they did pretty well. But I don't think Kevin Conroy should be like the only, the reason you shouldn't buy this game, because dudes, even if he's not in this, even though he's not in this game, he's probably gonna be in the next game. And he even voiced freaking Batman for Injustice. Okay, people, we got Batman, we got Kevin Conroy to voice Batman in Injustice, and he'll still voice other things and other freaking DC stuff, and he will. He loves doing the Batman thing. I don't know. Mark Hamill was just like saying, I'm quitting. And trust me, I'm with you on the whole like Batman. I'm kind of with you on the whole Batman. Kevin Conroy not being in it. I was kind of mad that um, Mark Hamill retired after freaking Arkham City, because to me he was the Joker. He was the freaking Joker. I mean, he was evil, but this, the way he did it, you actually knew that Mark Hamill enjoyed doing it. And I swear to God, when G4 was doing Comic Con, Oh yeah, that's right. This year I'm not even gonna see Comic-Con because old G4 turned into the old Esquire network. I'll be lucky if they even do something for Comic-Con. But regardless, he enjoyed doing the Joker. You know, he actually retired. But my point is, just because, and I hear this game is going to probably have the Joker in their first little showdown, probably. But even though that there's probably not going to be a Joker in this one, and Kevin Conroy is not going to voice Batman. It doesn't. You should buy the game. Because you might have fun in it. Because to me, I found out the voice is not important. As long as they do Batman, as long as they do the certain character justice, and they're not phoning it in, I'll accept it. No, for those of you that feel kind of distraught, I feel your pain. But a voice actor alone is not the reason you should play a game, let alone a Batman game, let alone an Arkham Batman game. Because it's still going to be fun no matter what you do. I know some of you hypocrites out there that are just saying it now, like you're not going to buy it. I'm not saying most of you are. I'm not saying that all of you are, but some of you are. You're still going to play it anyway. I've realized if a voice actor does a good job with said character, I won't really care as long as they do a good job not phoning it in. That to me, I don't really care who voices Batman as long as they do it right. I don't want a Christian Bale voice. I don't want a freaking Christian Bale voice where he sounds like where he goes like Rachel. I would do more stuff with I just don't want a freaking Batman Christian Bale voice because it sounds like Christian Bale has lung cancer every time he does a Batman voice, a Batman. As long as they do the character right, I don't care. Yeah, we understand because Kevin Conroy, back when we used to watch the animated series, that was our Batman. That was our thing. We understand. We feel your pain, but we're not gonna let that be our only reason for not buying the game. Yeah, we're pretty bummed about it, but he's probably gonna be in the next Batman game. He's probably gonna be in the next. He's probably gonna be in the next Batman and Superman thing, which I think is happening pretty soon. He's gonna be in the next He's gonna be in the next Batman thing or the next DC thing. So I'm gonna give old Kevin Conroy a break and just let someone new try. Okay? I think that's something we all should just give a chance. If you don't want to buy this game solely for Kevin Conroy, solely because of Kevin Conroy, and you're hurt, I'm not saying you're not a gamer. I'm just saying you've lost sight of what's really important when playing a game. Yeah, because guys, it's not all about the voice actor. It's about what you feel from the game, what you take away from it. How does it make you feel? How does it make you feel being Batman? How does it feel to beat all these criminals up? What new experiences can you gain and new memories you can share from playing this game? That's what playing a video game is all about. Having fun. And sometimes if it's a sequel, recalling good times that you had in the other video games. And even the other trilogies. Now, we understand, like we said, we understand how you all feel. Trust me, we understand. But not buying this game solely because Kevin Conroy is not going to be in it is just wrong. On so many levels. Because it's a Batman Arkham City game. And you shouldn't base it solely because one voice actor, just because Rocksteady is all like, oh, we wanted we want a younger, more intimidating Batman. If that's their choice, roll with it. Because, like Bugsy said, like Ani said, Kevin Conroy will be in the next DC thing. So let's let someone else have a turn. You know, Kevin Conroy isn't young, people. One of these days, he's gonna quit for good, and you need to understand that there's gonna have to be another freaking Batman, another guy that can voice Batman. Not not like not as good as Kevin Conroy, but probably a little bit better or worse. You just gotta throw your hat. You just gotta throw your hat in the wind and you gotta throw your hat in the wind and see where it goes. You can't just sit here and be like, I'm not buying this game because Kevin Conroy's not in it. Because that's not that's not what playing the game is all about. It's part of it, but not what it's all about. But that's how we see things. Yeah, I mean, people, all you Batman fans out there of Kevin Conroy, we want you all to know that we're gonna play this game regardless, and we're gonna have a freaking blast playing it because we enjoy a Batman game regardless of any one voice actor is not in it, or if they do a new cast and they go all four kids on us. We're still gonna enjoy the game. I mean, the voices can be horrible, but if we can enjoy the game and feel like we're Batman, we'll endure it and have fun. That's all I have to really. That's all I have to really say. Yeah, me too. Me three. Big three. Anyways, this is just our thoughts on the matter of Kevin Conroy now being in the new Batman game. This should no way affect how you feel. These are just our opinions. Yes, but basically we're on the same boat on this. So these are just our opinions, how we feel you guys are acting. Some of you. Others are okay with it. Some are like tripping the crap out. I mean, trust me, our Tumblr's like blown up. Like, oh God, Kevin Conroy's not gonna be in the freaking Arkham Origins game. Oh sweet jibbity doo, Batman. What are we gonna do? Some are actually trying to do petitions. I really think that's stupid. I really think that's stupid. Others are just freaking cussing up a storm or making, spouting invalid crap. So this is just our take on it. Well, see you later. Bye, guys. See ya. See you later.